We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I'll tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second and 8.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. He'll take it at the 42. Gets around him.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's 3-0 Washington. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On play action, Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Jaguars are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's Robinson again on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ready, set. 52's the mark. 52, 52. So let's get this ball back to the offense. Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Robinson now off the option. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third down. It's Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Robinson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Chenault. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing. And for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Now Watson. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Watson. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that is incomplete here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jagsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll run on 1st down. Robinson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That's a pretty throw.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. That's Samuel, caught left side. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
From the gun, here's Watson. Got his target, Samuel. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Again, it's Watson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown, Washington. Seconds of the first half, and Washington has retaken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 10-7. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with a Washington football team on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown, Washington! Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And Sharp calls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Lawrence. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the double. 52. Let's go. 52. 52. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Go out. Check 3 down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Sharp's got it, left side. Now the ball comes loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Watson on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for Washington. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Second and 10. Lawrence. flush to his right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
69 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. And a dump off here to Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On the run, it's Robinson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. again here with Robinson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
On third down, Robinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Washington on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Watson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They run. Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, you talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Check back. Mike 41. We've got to wedge that up. Let's go.
And they take a knee.